Respect for coming out, man.
4-hour drive for you, bro.
4-hour drive, bro.
See you later, Lyndon.
We going straight in? Is it rolling?
Rolling.
Camera rolling.
I'm AHMED, IFL TV MTK Global at the O2 Arena for Bar Gorman, joined by Sonny Edwards. Feelings towards that?
Yeah, good. Can I grab a seat? Yeah. I've been standing up for about 45 minutes.
I get a picture with the belt.
Yeah, one sec. Alright, let's get a picture now.
Hey! Look who's coming.
Doing well.
Since when was Momo my belt carrier? Them big arms holding all the belts, man. The camera's rolling now. I know my interview's long anyway, so.
We've got a world champion on camera now, so it's fine.
Yeah, true.
No. A photo.
I've the interview.
No, now.
Who would do better on Love Island? Comment below.
Raw beat. Come on, let me sit down here. Yeah, go on. No, it's already started.
Do it during if you want.
Charlie, I'll get my phone, please. In the change room, I think.
Yeah, thoughts?
Happy overall. It weren't no knockdown in the second or third round, not even nearly. Tangled over my foot. I think I might have caught him with a shot, but it weren't no knockdown. He was just swinging out. Pleased overall. I had a few little problems in the camp. I'm not sure if it showed. I sparred most of my rounds one-handed. Anyone in my gym will second that. I didn't have a hand for the last couple of weeks, but is what it is. Very tough, very strong. Arguably my toughest night in the ring, I think. Just because it felt like it was the longest fight I've had so far. He weren't really winning rounds, but he was making me work every minute of every round. When usually I get a lot of break. Do you know what I mean? Shows that I've got a lot of work to do. And it's a reality check that I would not be ready for the super flyweight world level. I'm confident to say that. I'm only 23, but I'm really a flyweight. Even though obviously all the flyweight world champions are good. I'm not saying I'm ready for them, but I'll be closer to be ready for them than
Superfly's obviously another level.
They're all lethal anyway. But like I said, the plan has always been to box at flyweight, but the opportunities just seem to be coming at super flyweight. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, it's another nice shiny belt. It looks lethal.
Does look nice.
It looks lethal, man. It looks like a world title, doesn't it?
Be good for
I could
Instagram.
like that. That's worth more than the IBO world title. That.
We'll come on to that in a
I
second.
might take that down a nightclub.
Okay. Do you know when you're out next, Sonny?
Frank Warren told me at ringside as he was leaning through the ropes, 21st of September. Don't know if the show's been announced yet. I'm sure it hasn't actually, but it's been whispered there's a show in 21st September in London. He said I'm definitely on it, so nothing set in stone, no opponent, but probably arguably going to be a similar tough, hard 10 rounds. Just get experience, man. I need to just stay in the gym, stay fit, stay sharp, and just bring my body fat down.
So what's going on? Are you going to stay at this weight? Are you going to move down?
Opportunities, I will take at Superfly, but I showed there that that opponent was quite far superior physically to me. I couldn't really wrap him up too much inside when he wanted to work. He weren't really scoring, but I just couldn't negate him as much. And not very few shots were getting through, but like I said, inside he felt a lot physically stronger than me. And yeah, I think I kept him off, kept him at bay. I was landing scoring shots the whole way through. When I wanted to just move off my jab, I was landing him. You know what I mean? I was trying to hit him with some good eye-catching shots, and at times I was trying to dig in and hurt him, but I didn't think it was going anywhere. In the last couple of rounds, I wanted to have a go, but my trainer just said, "Why? Stick to the plan and keep going." So that's what I did.
Trainer Grant Smith, who just goes like, sort of marches on and on. He's just got a crazy stable. The sparring between you guys, obviously Charlie, Lee McGregor, Kyle, loads of you down there. It just must be quality sparring all the time.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I said before the fight in one interview or another, like after Lee's fight when he beat Scott Allen the other week, the Friday, so he boxed on the Saturday, he went 8 rounds, whatever he went. He came and sparred me and did a 10-round spar with me. So, like, do you know what I mean? Not only is it good sparring, but we all look after each other, do you know what I mean? It's like I was helping him out sparring for his first fight when I didn't have a fight. But yeah, it's great sparring, you know. WBC flyweight world champion, British bantamweight Commonwealth champion, probably challenging for the British in his next. Because whoever wins out of Dwayne Winters and Cash Farouk has to fight. Lee McGregor obviously
yeah.
have to vacate the title. So he'll get his British shot soon. Obviously, I'm still sitting and waiting for my British shot, but it'll come eventually. And yeah, the gym's flying, man. And not even just us. You got Dalton Smith as well, who's looking to go 2-0.
We've got Grant's son.
Yeah, he's looking to go 2-0 on Sky, live on Sky next week and back here.
Yep.
Then you've got the Kinsey owners who are here. Do you know what I mean? They're always supporting me, always supporting them. They're doing their graft on the small hall shows. Yeah, man, we've got a flying stable, man.
All right, talking about title shots, obviously Prince went for that IBO last night. Obviously, some people don't class that IBO as a world title anyways, but on paper it's a world title. He come up short. I haven't watched the fight myself, so I don't really know what happened, but I heard kind of he deserved to lose. Did you watch any of it?
Yeah, to be fair, we were sat in the hotel room yesterday, me, Grant and Charlie, and we tuned in from about the 4th round onwards just because I read that he was getting bashed up. Do you know what? I don't want to slag him off too much. Obviously, I don't like him. He's not my best friend, but at the same time, and I know I did have a laugh on Insta and Twitter and that, as I'm going to, but at the same time, the whole sort of like witch hunt is a bit over the top, to be honest. Like, there's been like thousands of hate towards him, and at the end of the day, he's a bit of a prick, but he's a human being, do you know what I mean? And I don't like him, but at the same time, I wouldn't... I fully understand that if I lose and lose bad, I will probably face, probably not as bad, but I'll face enough to know that, do you know what I mean? You're not going to like it. Obviously, you've got to have thick skin, but I'm not going to say I'm devastated for him because I don't have them sort of feelings like for him. But at the same time, he is only, 25, 26. And he's done it the hard way. And obviously, I wouldn't have classed him as world champion, and very, 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 very few people would have. But at the same time, it's not nice for someone to get kind of humiliated on such a big platform. But it's the entertainment business, you know what I mean? You put yourself in that position, then it is what it is. He wouldn't be, if he didn't go off how he goes off, he wouldn't have got paid what he got paid last night, and as simple as that. So there's peaks and troughs, there's pros and cons of everything you do, and he obviously come on the wrong side yesterday.
I think that's a fair enough assessment. Not to kick a man while he's down anyways.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I don't really mind that too much. I think if someone's a bellend, they're a bellend, regardless of what they do in sport at the end of the day. But at the same time, it is only a sport. Do you know what I mean? That's it. It is only a sport at the end of the day. He can wipe himself off. He'll be back in the gym, I'm sure, and he'll still be thinking he's the best in the world when he's combing his hair in the mirror. So, well, what can I say? He probably earned a lot more money than me last night than I did tonight. I can only guess because they were chucking money apparently around. I can't get 7 million, so I don't know what he got paid, but you can only imagine. Whether he'll get it again, I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe the viewing figures were great. They probably were, because my Twitter was going off. So,
in a weird way, did you kind of want him to win? Because on that remote chance that you two actually did get it on down the line, obviously it would be better if he was undefeated. No?
I don't think we'll fight anyway.
But that's why I said a remote chance of it happening. Because I know you made it clear.
Anyway.
I know you've made it clear that he doesn't want to get in the ring with you, but just...
I mean, maybe he changed his mind now. Maybe you think, oh, fuck it, I'll go fight Sonny. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what he was doing, like his style-wise. I don't know what the game plan was. He didn't change a single thing from the first round to the last, and he lost every round. And even though I've got quite a few words to say about Prince Patel, he is not the worst boxer in the world. Like, he can box a little bit and he can sort of move around and float around. So I don't know why he didn't do that for at least a round. At least try it. I don't know what his corner was telling him. All I heard of Barry Smith was shouting work. I like Barry, he's a mate of mine, but I don't know what the game plan was there because he was losing every round. If I was his corner, I'd been asked about the 3rd or 4th round. You can just stand off him and try and box the cunt. Like, what are you doing? But I'm not asked. Him winning or losing, I'm not mad if he won or lost. Like, I weren't mad at it. I weren't mad that he was getting paid well. I weren't mad that he was getting a world title shot. Because he's not... Anything Prince Patel does, right now or otherwise, isn't affecting my career. Especially down the IBO route and stuff like that. If he was, I don't know, boxing for a WBO world title at my weight, then obviously I'm going to be a lot more pissed off wanting that opportunity. But like I said, he's not in the same fucking motorway as me right now, so it don't make no difference.
Okay. All right, but generally tonight, like sort of, apart from what you mentioned earlier, everything went to plan, sort of.
Yeah, like you can see in my interviews before, like with Coogan and that. What was I expecting? expecting someone to come forward for 10 rounds if I was standing in front of him and throw shots, and I think that's pretty much what he did. I think his record was a bit misleading, even though he'd had to him 2 losses and 2 draws. 2 of his losses were 4-rounders, like split decisions in like his 3rd and 4th fight. He's been on a winning streak. He's the WBC Youth World Champion or whatever it is. He defended it as well. He hasn't lost in a couple of years, whatever. And yeah, he'd been 10 rounds a few times. So I knew, and he'd beaten a Golden Boy fighter, Eduardo Nunes, who was at 10-0 at featherweight. Do you know what I mean? So I knew it was going to be tough. And you could see in there, like, I feel like he looked a lot bigger than me in there. I don't know how it looked. When I got in there, I thought, fucking hell.
Yeah, he did look bigger, much
I
bigger.
thought, compared to who I've been fighting, you know, Pedro Matos, Ryan Farag, Granados, he looked like 2 weights above me in there, I felt. And I felt when I was trying to sort of tie him up, because I'm not going to be training inside him. I know sometimes I weren't really working, because what am I going to waste energy for? I'm not going to out-hustle him. And then what I was trying to do is, when he was breaking, just before the referee was going to come in, then I was sort of swinging out of a single shot. Caught him a few times. Like I said, I didn't hurt him. It was never a knockdown either. But we go again on the 21st of September.
Actually, just last one before I close it off. I know you've got that September 21st date, so that's your next fight locked in. You'll be looking for titles after that. But say a title shot doesn't come round. You mentioned Muhammad Wasim before as a fight you'd happily take just because it'd be a great, you know, sort of... It would be a great name to have on your record if you did beat him, of course. So, again, are you pushing for that? Muhammad Wasim, have you spoken to MTK about it?
I've said, they've asked me, even his trainer, Danny Vaughan, would you fight him? I went, yeah. But make it make sense. Because what does he really offer me right now?
It's a good name to have on your record.
It's a good name, but he's, 8-1? So, he's an alright name. Who out of a select few really know who he is? I know he's had the Commonwealth Games and he's big in, like, Pakistan, is he from?
Yeah.
But he's a name I'd fight, but they'd have to pay me right for it. Because who's the one boxing on TV? Who's got the promoter? Who's got 3 belts? But yeah, like, I ain't avoiding a fight of no Muhammad Wasim, but at the same time, a win for him against me would be massive for him.
Because that fight with Charlie would be huge then.
100%, and it would probably happen very quick. But I do think that him beating me would be better for him than me beating him. But at the same time, it would be great for me.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm 12-0. IBF belt, WBL, a couple of them. Really, I want a British. I'm still waiting for it. Flyweight or Superfly.
All right, Sonny, well done tonight. I'm sure we'll catch your word soon.
Cheers, thank you.
Man.